My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Jai Sai Ram. Dear brothers and sisters, today we are here to talk about the Gayatri Mantra. Swami has emphasized so much on the power of Gayatri and its benefits. Today with me is Sister Sukanya Sivakumar, who hails from India, and she has been with Swami's institution for 5 years, and she is here with me to share the importance and the benefits of Gayatri Mantra. Sai Ram, Auntie.
Sai Ram, Hari.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to share your
pleasure.
knowledge and insights with us. Yeah. So my first question to you is, what is Gayatri Mantra?
Gayatri Mantra is a very ancient mantra. It is said to be the most powerful of all Sanskrit mantras. It's a prayer to illuminate our intelligence. Bhagavan Baba often refers to Gayatri Mantra as the torch to spiritual wisdom. He calls it the Maha Mantra.
Thank you so much. Auntie, what is the origin of Gayatri Mantra?
Bhagavan says that Gayatri Mantra came from the Rig Veda, and it is said that it is written by sage Vishwamitra. The term Gayatri, the origin of the term Gayatri is in the name itself. Gayantam Trayate iti Gayatri. The mantra that protects the one who recites the mantra is Gayatri. So the origin of the term Gayatri is in its name itself.
Gayatri Mantra is said to represent the effulgence behind the sun. Does Gayatri have a form?
Gayatri Mantra is a prayer. It's a prayer for illuminating our ignorance. So Gayatri is illumination herself. But because of the limitations of the human mind, and it is difficult for us to focus on illumination as such, we have given it a form. It's a form with 5 faces. Actually, there is nobody who exists with 5 faces. The 5 faces are symbolic. The 5 faces symbolize the 5 lines of the Gayatri Mantra. Om is the first phase, Bhur Bhuvas Swaha is the second phase, Tat Savitur Varenyam is the third phase, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi is the fourth phase, and Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat is the 5th phase. So Gayatri is a form with 5 phases which symbolize the 5 lines of Gayatri Mantra.
Auntie, a very peculiar question, I would say. Why Gayatri is given a feminine form? It could be, a kind of a generic form, but why particularly a female Shakti form?
Okay. Gayatri is a prayer to illuminate our intellect. So it is a universal prayer. Okay. Vedas means intelligence, knowledge, wisdom, vision. Gayatri Chandasam Mata means Gayatri is the mother of Vedas, the mother of intelligence, mother of wisdom. Since she is a mother, she's been given a feminine form. She is also called Savita, that from which everything else is born. So a feminine form, a mother is a feminine person. So Gayatri Mantra has got 3 aspects which are present in all of us. Savitri, Saraswati and Gayatri. Savitri is the life force, the very breath that we take. Saraswati means the goddess of speech, every word we utter. And Gayatri is the senses, the goddess of our senses. All the things that happens in the world, the information comes through us through our senses. So when we chant this Gayatri Mantra and our senses are purified, that means the goddess deity is Gayatri. Whatever we speak, when our speech is purified, she is Saraswati. And the very life breath that we take, the very life force, the protector of our life force is Savitri. So Savitri, Saraswati and Gayatri are present in us as life force, as senses and as the power of speech. Since Gayatri gives us a protection of everything, she is also known as Sarva Devata Swarupini Gayatri. Everything symbolizes the form of mother. And that is why a female form for Gayatri.
Bhagavan has placed so much of emphasis on Gayatri. as Veda Mata and the power that is behind the energy of the universe. So could you share with us some of your insights as to what Swami has shared about Gayatri?
Gayatri, according to Swami, is the Veda Sara, that is the essence of all Vedas. Vedas means knowledge. When we chant Gayatri, it fosters the knowledge yielding faculty in us. It protects us from all calamities. It helps us in learning and it gives us a lot of success in life. When we chant Gayatri regularly, Swami says that our heart will become pure and compassionate. Bhagwan says that every day we should chant Gayatri at least twice. 3 times while taking a bath. It signifies that we are actually doing Abhishekam to the mantra itself. And 3 times before having our food. It is like we are offering a prasadam to the mantra, which is the mantra is divine.
And finally, Auntie, the last question would be, what are the benefits of chanting Gayatri Mantra? Yeah, again, Swami has repeatedly, mentioned about the benefits. Keep on chanting. So, can you share with us some of the benefits of Gayatri Mantra?
Okay. Swami has said that if we firmly establish the Gayatri Mantra in our minds and then carry on with our everyday activity, we will be at peace of mind the whole day. No matter what we experience in our daily life, our mind will always be calm and serene because of the chanting that we have done. The divine effulgence will illuminate our path, will guide us in our journey, will give us knowledge, peace and wisdom. Bhagwan says that chanting Gayatri Mantra improves our sense of discrimination. In many of his discourses, he has mentioned Gayatri Mantra and its benefits. Sarva Roga Nivarini Gayatri. He says that the person who chants the Gayatri is redeemed, is relieved of all diseases. He also says Sarva Dukkha Parivarini Gayatri. That means one who dispels all misery in us. He also says Gayatri is Sarva Vancha Falashri Gayatri. That means she bestows all that we ask. So she is a bestower of all that is beneficial for us. To tell it very simply, chanting the Gayatri Mantra purifies the chanter. Listening to the Gayatri Mantra purifies the listener, says Bhagwan in many of his speeches.
Now we would like to teach our listeners and viewers as to how to chant the Gayatri Mantra properly, because Swami has again mentioned about the correct pronunciation, the intonation. One small syllable is wrongly chanted and it has a reverse effect also. But of course with love and devotion, one chants it the right way and the benefits are derived. So could you please help us, help our viewers to understand and learn the proper way of chanting?
Like you said, the chanting of Gayatri Mantra gives us a lot of energy, a lot of power, a lot of, guides us in every act that we do. So to do anything sincerely, we need to understand the meaning of whatever we are doing. And so we'll try to go through the meaning of Gayatri Mantra before we learn to chant. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Gayatri Mantra starts with Om. Om is supposed to be a mantra by itself. Om iti ekakshara Brahman. Om represents the divine, the ultimate reality, the supreme God. It is a single syllable name for which represents God himself. Parabrahman, Atma, you call it whatever, it represents the God, the ultimate God, and it is a mantra by itself. It's a line, okay? It's one of the faces of Gayatri, we said. So, Om, Bhuhu Bhuaha Swaha. This represents the 3 worlds of experience, the physical world, the mental world, and the spiritual world. It represents the body, mind, and soul. So, Om Bhur Bhuaha Swaha. Next is Tat Savitur Varenyam. Tat means that. In Vedas, God is always referred to as that. Why that? It's because He is beyond any explanation, He is beyond our imagination. The light, the God He is, we cannot explain. We will not do justice with words trying to explain who He is. So we say that. Tat. Savitur, the source of this light. Savitur is the source. Because we have very limited knowledge and intelligence and comprehension, we imagine this Savitur to be the sun god himself. But it is that source of light, that supreme reality, that God himself. Tat Savitur Varenyam, adorable God. So Om, who is the creator of all the three worlds of experience that we have, who is the source of this light, who is the source of this illumination, who is beyond description and who is adorable. Okay, Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo is that light, the divine light, that effulgence, which we said we cannot describe. Bhargo Devasya. So we are trying to describe, we say that light which is divine, which is pure, which is effulgent. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhimahi, I am meditating on this particular light. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhi is intellect, Yo is who, Na is ours, Prachodayat means I am requesting. I am requesting this divine light to remove all ignorance and give me illumination. Okay, that is the meaning of Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Now we come to the pronunciation part of this mantra. Om is chanted normally. Bhuh Bhuvaha Swaha becomes Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Okay? Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Many of us chant as Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. It should be chanted as Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. When we write it as Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. But when we join two words, it becomes Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. And I'll chant once. If you can repeat with me the next time, it will be nice. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. The ta is a short ta. So we say Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Okay? For the sake of uniformity, we will all try to chant the Gayatri mantra in the same way. I have tried to listen to Swami's chanting and I have taken up the chanting from Bhagwan himself. And I will try to discuss some of the common errors that we do while chanting the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha. Bhagwan says Swaha in his chanting. So Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha. We don't stress the Swaha, Suvaha, but make it into one syllable. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo, not Bargo. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. The Devasya is also not Devashya. It is Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat, when sung together, becomes Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Would you like to repeat?
Yeah.
Om. Sing with me.
Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om
Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
It's a pleasure to have you here, Auntie. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and knowledge with us.
Sai Ram.
Yeah. Dear brothers and sisters and the viewers, this is one of our first in a series of knowledge sharing. We will be having more of this kind of series in our upcoming months. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you.